Jennifer Aniston has been everyone's favorite since she first showed up as Rachel Green on the hit TV show Friends. But what a lot of people don't know is that she's been dealing with some really tough stuff behind the scenes for years. Her relationship with her mom was pretty bad growing up. Her mom, Nancy, would constantly put her down and make her feel bad about herself. The hurt ran so deep that Jennifer ended up cutting her mom out of her life completely for 15 years. She was born on February 11, 1969, in Sherman Oaks, California. Her dad, John Aniston, is an actor with Greek roots, and her mom, Nancy, is an American actress with a mix of Italian, English, Irish, Scottish, and a bit of Greek background. Jennifer has two half-brothers, one from her mom's side and one from her dad's. Her godfather was the actor Telly Savalas, who was close friends with her dad. When her dad got a role on a popular TV show, the family moved to New York City. Jennifer loved the exciting city life, but things at home were rough. Her parents fought a lot, and she often blamed herself. To make everyone happy, she started acting silly and making people laugh, which is how she first discovered her love for acting. She went to a Waldorf school when she was 6. Her parents split up when she was 9, and her dad pretty much disappeared from her life after that. On top of that, her mom was always criticizing how she looked. Nancy would tell her she needed to take better care of herself or wear more makeup. It was hard to hear that kind of stuff from her own mom, especially since Nancy was a single mom trying to make ends meet. Jennifer knew her mom said those things out of love, but it still hurt a lot. Things got really bad in 1996. That's when her mom went on a tabloid show and talked about Jennifer's private life. Then Nancy wrote a book called From Mother and Daughter to Friends. That's shishiyais. Anyway, Jennifer even turned down a chance to join Saturday Night Live because she wanted to do Friends. She played Rachel until the show ended in 2004. The show was a huge hit, and everyone in the cast got famous. Jennifer got nominated for 5 Emmy Awards and won one for lead actress. She also got Golden Globe nominations. She and the other women on the show became the highest-paid TV actresses ever, making $1 million per episode in the last season. Her on-screen romance with Ross, played by David Schwimmer, was super popular, and fans voted them favorite TV couple lots of times. Outside of Friends, she starred in the indie movie The Good Girl in 2002, which did well for a small film. Her biggest box office hit was Bruce Almighty in 2003, which made over $484 million worldwide. In 2018, she was in the Netflix movie Dumplin', where she also served as executive producer. Then in 2019, she returned to TV as a star and producer on The Morning Show on Apple TV Plus with Reese Witherspoon. She won a SAG Award for that role and got more Emmy and Golden Globe nods. In 2021, she and the whole Friends cast did a reunion special for HBO Max, and she got nominated for an Emmy as a producer. Her love life has been just as busy as her career. In 1998, her agent set her up on a blind date with Brad Pitt. They'd met once before in the early 90s, but this time things clicked. They kept it quiet for a year before going public. They showed up together at the Emmys in 1999, and soon everyone saw her engagement ring. Brad talked about her all the time in interviews, calling her the woman of his dreams. They got married on July 9, 2000. In 2002, they started a production company together called Plan B Entertainment. They seemed like the perfect Hollywood couple. Then, in January 2005, they announced their divorce. A lot of people blamed Angelina Jolie because Brad had met her while filming Mr. and Mrs. Smith in 2004. Their affair became public while Brad and Jennifer were already splitting up. The media called them Brangelina, and they ended up having 6 kids together, including 3 adopted ones. There were rumors that Jennifer didn't want kids, but she said that wasn't true at all. She told people she did want children and would never give that up for her career. The divorce actually helped her reconnect with her mom after more than 10 years of no contact. Brad and Jennifer said they were still friends and cared about each other, but it was hard when photos came out of Brad hanging out with Angelina and her son in Kenya. Then in 2006, Brangelina announced they were having a baby. Jennifer said it was a big shock. Her friend talked about how tough it was for her to see Brad moving on so publicly. She got through it with therapy, yoga, and support from her friends. Later, she said she had no regrets about her time with Brad. It was intense, beautiful, and complicated. In 2008, she started dating musician John Mayer. He really seemed to care about her, but he cheated on her during a trip to Mexico. She couldn't get past it, even though he apologized. She stayed super close with her friend's co-star Courtney Cox. Jennifer even became godmother to Courtney's daughter Coco. They supported each other through all their ups and downs. Then in 2011, she began dating actor and director Justin Theroux. They bought a big house together in Bel Air for about $22 million. They got married on August 10, 2015, but split up in 2017. Split up in 2017. Jennifer still doesn't have any kids. In 2016, she wrote an article for HuffPost saying the media was way too obsessed with her body and whether she was pregnant. She called it creepy how much they objectified women. In a 2022 interview with Allure, she opened up about trying to get pregnant in her 30s and 40s. She tried IVF and even drank special Chinese teas, but nothing worked. She wished someone had told her to freeze her eggs when she was younger. She regretted not being able to have biological kids. She also hated how the media painted her as a career woman who didn't want children, which made people think they knew why her marriages failed. Even though it was painful, she said she has no regrets now and feels relieved that she doesn't have to worry about getting pregnant anymore. She's moved on from that part of her life. Jennifer has built up an amazing career. Her net worth is over $320 million. She's one of the top comedic actresses in Hollywood and still makes more than $20 million a year from acting and deals. During the last season of Friends, she and the other women made $1 million per episode, and they got back-end points so they earn royalties every time the show airs in syndication or streams. Friends still brings in over $1 billion a year, and each cast member can make $10 to $20 million just from those royalties in some years. On The Morning Show, she and Reese Witherspoon each got $1.25 million per episode. She also makes about $10 million a year from endorsements with brands like L'Oreal, Smartwater, Emirates, and others. Recently at 55, Jennifer talked about relationships. She said she'd love to have a partner, but isn't interested in getting married again. She's had very public romances, including her marriages to Brad Pitt and Justin Theroux, plus relationships with guys like Tate Donovan, Vince Vaughn, and John Mayer. She told Allure, "Never say never, but right now marriage isn't something she wants." She admitted that being single can feel overwhelming sometimes. There are days when she just wants to come home and have someone to lean on after a tough day, someone whose arms she could fall into. She also mentioned how her parents' bad marriage affected her. Seeing them struggle made her careful about compromising what she needs in a relationship. She's learned to protect her own happiness. Pointers fast.